So go towards her hind end. Go towards her hind end. Like, yep. If she, just see if she'll respect. As soon as she comes towards you, then you can back off. But yep, just make sure you stay out of the kick area. Yep. Yep. Good girl. Oh, that's a pretty picture too. Good girl. Okay. We got to get you coordinated doing that. You gotta pay attention to your mommy, not me. Yep. There you go. So feed it up on her nose so it goes up on her. You know, like, there you go. Something on my eye. Yeah. So I'm noticing that her feet seem a little tender on this harder surface. I'm trying to, I gotta see the weather, and if we don't have it in the next, like, say 2 days, then I'll drag it even tonight. This one's not too bad. I can drag this one even if there's rain in the forecast. I can't drag that one if there's rain in the forecast. Okay. So I'll take that because I'm going to just bring the saddle over. Hi, such a good girl. Such a good girl. Actually, should be having you do this part. Okay, so remember when we do this girth, especially with her knowing her lovely cow kicking, you make sure that you're always facing that way when you reach under. So you're going to reach under with your left arm and bring this girth. Yep. And then you're going to, go through the smaller, yep. Then you're just going to make it snug enough that it doesn't fall off. Stand. And then be very particular about not letting her walk off. So, okay, we're going to do it one more. Good girl. She's a good girl. Yes, she is. me all dirty already. Okay. So let's get her just kind of moving, and let's see what she thinks about the saddle today. Yeah, she's a little tender-footed. Did you clean her feet by any chance? She could, yeah, she could have a rock in her shoe, in her foot. Good girl. That's a nice sound. In 2 weeks, today, I'll have completed my first day.
Oh, in Canada?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Good girl. Why does that look wrong?
Did I do it wrong?
I don't know. It looks wrong, but I don't think it is. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you went that way first. That's why it looked wrong. Because it was pointed, this piece was pointed that way, so I was like, why does that look wrong? There we go. What's up, good girl? Might as well do this foot because it's going to be the easiest one for her to pick up.
How'd you get her to lift it so easily?
I pinched their chestnut.
Oh.
And the hind foot, I just squeezed their hock. She's shedding her frogs, might be why her feet are a little tender. So if she had an option, that one, she would have just pulled away from me,
Yeah.
like that. And since she knows what she's doing, she's not going to be allowed to do that. She knew what she was doing when she pulled it away from me. Okay, we got to get these legs scrubbed too. She's getting some scratches here. Step up. Give me your foot. Good girl. Which will become very painful.
Yeah, just tell me what to do.
They're actually kind of sore right now. So we're going to have to, get a curry, and really, there's a lot of that comes with this condition called scratches, and it's from the mud. Most like horses that are prone to it are usually horses with white legs. I mean, all horses are prone to it, but it seems like the white-legged horses get it worse.
Okay.
We got to get, basically the only way you can get rid of the infection is to get rid of the scabs. So we got to kind of slough off the scabs. Okay, so I saw one rock. I can't say that rock was really the culprit, so her feet may be just a little tender. Like I said, this is a harder surface. I'll drag it. So go ahead and just ask her. We'll just see if she can go at a walk without looking too sore. If she can go at a walk in a circle from you. So first you're going to actually back her away from you. Good.
Back.
Good. Yep. 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 Good. Stop her from coming to you. Yep, because you were pointing the right way.
Back.
So now your focus will go on your point, and then the other hand will support the shoulder to get the shoulder to follow that suggestion. Okay, so point, and then put your other focus. Yep. Put your other focus on the shoulder. Bump her from the wrong answer. Yep. Wrong answer's looking the wrong way. Yep. There you go. Yep. Good. Now, yep. Enough. Yeah, she's taking some gentle steps. Yep, there you go. Good. Hillary's learning stuff. Yep. Good. Now, gently hind yield her. Well, no.
Or was I the wrong way?
Both. You were looking at the wrong part and you were pulling her in. So we're not going to pull her in. We're going to look, when we hind yield them, we look at their tail. So you would have just given her a little bump on her nose, like towards your belly button, and then looked at her tail, and she should have swung her hind end away and stayed out there and looked at you. But I want to tighten this. Is why we wanted to come in. After they start moving initially, it pulls back to where, because remember we did that whole scapula thing? Her scapula is in front of this saddle right now. So that is exactly where you want it when you do your second tightening, which she's going to get one more after this, but it'll be on the other side. But if you move them too much, see, now we can move her with a little more energy. If you move them too much, this is too loose, this will slide out, and I don't have it fastened to the saddle in any way because this isn't it doesn't flop up. Most do. Okay. So send her the other way now. Back her up a step so she knows that that's the beginning. Stop her. Yep. Back her up.
Back.
Yep.
Back.
Yep. Support her shoulder. Yep, good. And then let her drag that line out of your hand. No, you're not coming to me. It's all right. And it was good that you got out of the way because she was just giving you the over because it's new to her. She's proud of herself for doing it. But because we also know that she's likely to offer a little threat with those hind legs. Yep, no, you were right to get out of her way. And what else could you have done instead of just getting out of her way? Nope. Yeah, but what would have been the easiest way to get that hind end to get away from you? Yeah. So like right now, I would get her nose into me more than that tail and then tell her to go. Yep. Every horse has the capacity to kick you, even a horse that's never offered to before ever, but she showed us her cards, so she's the kind of horse you would be more leery of. You should never be complacent. You should never think, oh, my horse wouldn't kick me. Ritz could kick me one day, you know. You don't know. I do trust him, but still. Okay, when she puts in a half an effort, we're going to hind yield her. So, like right now, we'll reward that by yielding her because she wants to stop. Yep, so look at her tail. Don't look at her face, look at her tail. Okay, so we do have to work on that. But I want to get this tightened so it doesn't slide this saddle pad out anymore. It actually could get tightened one more, but we're just going to leave that for right now. I just don't want that to slide out. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you stand right here as if she's on the circle, and I'm going to have you just yield her away. So you're only going to practice that part. So this is where you're standing here. You're going to bump her nose towards your belly button like across you, okay? Yep. And then in the same like kind of gesture, you're going to come over here and suggest she moves her hindquarters. So I'm going to just show you.
Yep.
And this, just imagine that she's in motion. And say, back, 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 You have to pay attention to me. Yeah. Good. I'm going to see if she'll do it now. Good. Good. There. That's what I want. Good girl. So she just needed a little wake up, that's all.
I know we haven't practiced it in a while.
Good girl.
I'm rusty too.
Okay. Good girl, you're okay. Don't get pissy. I gotta take that word out of my vocabulary. It's in like 5 different videos now, the word pissy. I've been dealing with a lot of mares. It just comes natural to say that. Okay. So get beside her. Get even with the stirrup. So get all the way beside her. Yep, yep. Now imagine she's on the circle going around you and you're being told to hind yield her. Ready? Hind yield her. Wiggle, wiggle so she doesn't come forward. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Kinda. Okay. So from right here, you're going to control her forward. You're going to bump her nose to get her attention. If she continues to go forward, then you're going to wiggle there. But you're going to put all your focus on her tail. And your other hand is just kind of independently controlling the front. Okay, your focus is move your butt. And you want to actually, like, literally have that image in your mind. I want your butt away. Move your butt away. So that is, like, your huge, like, major goal. But we got to stop the front feet, too. So get even with her saddle there. Yep. Yep.
Back up. Back.
Good. The fewer words, even with training dogs, the better it is for them. So make it just back and not back up. I know you changed it, but just it does actually make a difference. I do a lot of talking, but it's really for people. I don't do that much talking actually for the horse. Good, good, good. So we don't want you to actually, because if you're on the circle, we don't want you to actually go running around her, because now you're the one lunging and she's standing in the middle. Okay, we want you to actually be able to stay in that spot. You're even with the saddle, and you're going to just kind of step out and be like, yield your hind end away. You shouldn't be really doing anything. If you control the front, her body will stay right there, and then just focus on moving the tail away. She should still stay right there. The only thing that should change is her tail should turn and she should face you. She shouldn't come into you. She shouldn't walk forward. You shouldn't get moving anywhere either.
Back.
Yep. If she doesn't listen, you can always flip her in the chest, like with a wet towel kind of game. Wiggle her. Yep. You're still moving around. You're still moving around.
I know.
So she got to stay in the same spot, and you went a whole circle around her.
Am I not pulling tight enough on her face?
This is just to like get her nose tipped at you. That's just to get her attention.
Yeah.
If she goes to go forward, then you're going to wiggle her to stop her from going forward. But your focus is to keep your feet still and to look at her tail. So this hand controls these feet. That hand's going to talk to those feet. So this hand's job is to keep those from going anywhere. The only reason you give her a bump this way is to say, hey, I'm going to talk to you. See? That's it. That's the only reason you do that. Then if she goes to go forward, you're going to wiggle to say, hey, it's not about going forward. I want your tail to move. So you don't move. I'm going to dive in and grab your legs if you start walking. And then you wiggle to protect you. Don't let her come to you. Well, now, what happened there was you did a lot of focus on this hand. So what you ended up actually doing was just pulling her front end in front of you. She's in the position we want her in, but she's also right here, where we want her way out here. Because if her front feet don't move, she does this. If her front feet move, which is what just happened, she does this. Okay, that means she came into the circle. We want her to yield away and stay out on the circle. Good girl.
I'll get it, I promise.
Good? So you pulled her to you again.
I did.
So can you do the rubbing your belly, tapping the head deal? You can. So what we have to do is we have to get this hand to stop working once. Because what happens is you start bumping, and then you just keep bumping, and then before you know it, you've pulled her to you. So it's really just, this hand says, I need your nose, good. Oh, but don't go forward, don't go forward. It's not, come to me, okay?
I know. Back.
So when you walk away from her, walk kind of deliberately, because when you walk like this, you're drawing her with you. So she's doing the right thing by coming with you. Yep, there you go. Yep, and that's enough of bumping. Wiggle her from walking forward. Stop her from walking forward. She's starting to understand she's not supposed to do that, but you stop telling her what to do with her hind end.
Go back up. Or just cut it.
Hold on, she's like, I don't know what you want. I'll go sideways. It's okay.
It's me. I don't know why it's so hard for me. It's not complicated, and I get what you're saying.
So you back. No, she wasn't wrong because you backed up.
Back. Back. Back.
Casey! Get out of there! Get out of there! Casey! Get out of there! Get in there! Get in there! I just stepped in mud. No! Damn it. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bentley's like, I don't think she really wants us. I'm sorry. You should go back out. I'm sorry. It had nothing to do with you. It's a bad dog, that's all. And she made me step in the mud. Yeah, no, he doesn't do anything wrong. He's like, it wasn't me. And the only way she can get back out here is if she goes through the front door, which she should be in trouble for that, too. So, I have no idea why she was in there. No, Teddy. Nope. No, just be ready to wiggle. Yep. Stop her from going. Yep. Yep. You can step out one more to see if you get the hind end to go away. And stop her from going forward. Stop her from going forward. Stop her from going forward. Keep trying now. Might as well just keep trying. Stop her from going forward. Yep, hold that. There you go. You had it. Hold it with the other hand. Hold it. There. Nope, you just pulled her to you.
Okay.
Let me just help her real quick.
She's probably like, what is this psycho?
I know, because I know.
It's me.
I know. Well, I just got to get her to sort of understand it. Don't go forward. Good. Don't go forward. Good. Don't go forward. Good. There. That's what we want. That's what we want. Don't go forward. Good. Stay there. Yep. Good girl. There. Good girl. Don't go threatening me. Back. 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 Listen to me. Listen. Good. There you go. That's what we want, sweetheart. You don't have to get yourself all worked up. Yeah, I know. I came in and said, you gotta do it. I know. It's okay. No, if you watch every video I do, almost every horse I work with will put their head down for me. It's just kind of and they look for it. Like she'll look for me to touch her head. Like they look for that so they can put their head down. Even the new guy who had his first lesson yesterday, he was all into hugs. It's kind of like that moment of acceptance, I guess, is what they look for. I had another horse that used to stand like stock still, like she was scared to death until I touched her head. Okay. There you go. You got it. Because she was getting mad, but you were getting it, so good girl. So now what I'm going to have you do, I know you only did it once, but so you're going to ask her to go, like she's going on the circle, and then not very far, and then you're going to ask her to yield away and look at you. So it's the same thing, you're just going to let her walk first. Yep. Good. Let her go. Walk for a second. Yep. Now hind yield her. Hind yield her. Good. Stop.
Good girl.
Okay, so one thing that you did is you went like this. You had all the rope back at the popper. You slung your hand way up towards her nose, and then you started doing this. So you pulled her right to you for no reason. So it's not about pulling her. It's about using the line where you are, okay? So go ahead and send her back out on the circle. She did good. She got the idea what we want now. Good. I'll tell you when. Hind yield her. Good. Stop. So when her hind end moves away, take all that pressure off. So you're not going to be like, stop moving, Hillary! Stop! Right? There's no sense. You're not moving, right? Okay. So if she did what you want, stop telling her to do it.
Okay.
Send her out. Yep. That's very good. You make it your idea, not hers. Good. Yep. Yeah. Okay, hind yield her. Yep. Get her, take that one step back. Oh, okay. So we don't want to give, that would be gray, what we just did by letting her come to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't want her to take those extra steps towards us. So I was like, get her to take that step back, and then you were already petting her, so I didn't want to make you get mad at her again. Okay, so we're still aiming for her to be out there, but you're getting there. And I wasn't yelling at you to yell at you. I was trying to make an example. I was trying to give you an idea of what it's like to them when you nag at them after they've already done what you want. Okay. Oh, they gave up. They went back out. I felt bad that they all came in.
I know you think.
She thinks it's the over now.
Back.
Good girl.
Back.
Good girl. Yep. Good. After she passes me, hind yield her. Stop her forward. She's coming in. Send her butt away. Bump her from going forward. There. Stop.
One step. That's those 2 steps.
That's because you created that gray area. So that actually, in her mind, so you have to realize that when you release and make it all good is when you've taught what it was. So those 2 steps that she's taking, in her mind, she just did it right. Good girl. I know, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll love for a second. She's like, please touch my head. I love my head touched. Okay. You're not done.
Okay, I'm gonna go again. Back. Back.
Good. And she's got, her mind is only on that grass, right? Just so you. Hind yield her. Yep. Yep. Stop her forward. Stop her from going forward. So, yep. Instead of grabbing closer to her, just make a louder noise with what you have. Okay? Because grabbing closer to her is only going to invite her foot more into you. She's a good girl. Yes. But at least we don't have that overreactive horse anymore.
No.
I mean, I'm sure anytime.
Hey.
I know.
Like, I already know what you're gonna ask. Back. Back.
She's thinking grass. So just kind of like, yep. Hind yield her there. Keep her front feet out there. Just the tail. There, stop. Good. That was a good one. Oh, thank you, Mommy. Oh, good girl. One as good as that and we'll quit. After she passes me, because if you do it all in the same spot, she'll just get in that pattern. Bumper, look at her tail, stop her from going forward, stop her from going, there. Good. So we're going to give her that. That can be improved on quite a bit, but we're going to give it to her. Oh, I know.
It's not like her being...
No, and it's nice because honestly, the horse that we first started working with wouldn't have tolerated you figuring it out.
Yeah.
She's tolerating kind of the fumbling, and it's okay. Like she's proving a little bit more that she's worth, a little more consideration because, she's turning into a nicer horse about things. Where the first day or two, she wouldn't have been as cooperative to the learning process. Right?
Yeah, I could have came
Say that again.
Never would have came to me. But now she does. And like she's actually like, oh, what are you doing? She's not like, I can care less about you. She still loves her grass, but she would have never came in the field before. She would have just kept walking. And she could have cared less who came in there. Unless you like wiggled treats or something, then she'd be interested. But
So we don't get treats here.
no.
Well, we get treats here, but we don't get them by hand. So you wouldn't catch a horse with a treat here.
I
But-
bet Gary's been later now.
Yeah, they can get them in their bucket.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna play a little mounting block game, and then we're gonna see what happens here. So, all right, little miss. Kinda. Don't leave. I didn't give her any cues. I just wanted to see if she would recognize the mounting block means you have a job. So now I'm going to tell her what to do. Over. But because it already clicked. So my dog came back out that front door, which she is not allowed to do. Oh my God, she is just... She wants to go up for adoption. That is a joke, if anybody knows how much I love my dog. Back up a step. Can't complain about that, huh, little miss? Say we'll do the over if it's necessary, but if you line right up for that, that's perfect. That's just perfect. So we're going to make her work for it just because we want to prove that she understands it, but we don't have to make her do it as... Nope. Back up. Ready? Nope, listen. Too much lean forward. Too much forward. There you go. Yep. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Huh? I got this, she says. I got this. Good girl. Don't put blinders on. I love you. She's like, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So her feet are a little sore, which I knew before we got started. I just wanted to get some of this walking done. Let her know that we're up here to enjoy each other. I'm not up here to mad. Good girl. See what she knows. Good girl. She's a good girl. Just kind of get her used to you moving around up here. I know, sweetheart, your little feet. Now, we did talk about her possibly needing shoes once you start really riding her, right? Okay. Because she has one, he's gotten one that's not tipping in as much as it was, but she's got a pretty good turn to one of her knees. So she's kind of pigeon-toed on this foot here. So, and that may cause her some torque if she's struggling with her feet. I know, baby. I'm not going to make you take too many sour steps. I just want to get you used to me kind of playing around up here. Good girl. Ho. I said ho. Ho means ho until I tell you to do something else. So what I can do is I can teach her what it means to go on cue, which is something she doesn't know because she wasn't taught by me. She knows to go, obviously, if you squeeze her or whatever, but I want her to learn. All my horses, I don't kick, I don't squeeze, I don't do anything. I put my hands forward. I raise myself out of my seat, kind of almost just in my mind. It's not really obvious, like you won't see me do it necessarily. But what I try to explain to people is it's the energy that like you just sat down and you forgot to put the stuff in the washer into the dryer. So you kind of have that get back out of my seat feel. Hey, hey, hey. Now, you can be patient. I'm talking. So it's this kind of feel. If she goes off forward, so I'm going to give her like the cue with my hands forward and then my seat. And then I'm going to settle back down and I'm going to ask her to just walk off. Now I'm also going to find my balance point, which is if I can put my hand flat on her rump, I'm on my balance point. It's kind of that whole thing with the yoga ball. So I ask her to hoe. Hoe. I don't want her to anticipate. So I'm going to tell her with my reins. Then I'm going to tell her with my seat. If she goes, she doesn't go, I'm going to kiss. And good. Since she's learning it, we allow that delay. We're not going to allow that delay in the future. You know, when we move our hands forward, that means go. And it also means go faster. Like if I'm just fumbling with my reins right now, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. So I'm going to tell her to hoe. Don't let her assume. Put my hands forward. Put my body forward. Good. Tell her to hoe. Put my hands forward. Put my body forward. Good. Tell her to hoe. Put my hands forward. My body forward. Good. So she's waiting for the kiss. I want her to actually... So basically what I want her to learn is the pattern. I want her to learn what comes first, or what comes at least before the thing she is responding to. So, hoe, reins forward, seat, still not responding. Ooh, there. So now she's a good girl for that because she responded to my moving my seat. Hoe. Reins forward, seat. Good. Good girl. Hoe. Let her know that the hoe, we never want to break our hoe, so our hoe has to also be rewarded. Reins forward, seat. Good. So I'm going to do it a little bit quicker. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but now I'm going to kind of say, this happened first, this happened next, and now you need to start responding. Hoe. Reins forward, seat. Good. Hoe. Reins forward, seat. Good. So I'm not giving her enough time to kind of let me delay it out. So by not delaying it, she should start picking up and on a little faster. Hoe. Reins forward, seat. Good. She was actually even willing to go to the reins. Hoe. Reins forward, seat. Good. Seat. Good. Okay, now it's not sort of. Hoe. Reins forward. Ooh. Now, you exaggerate to teach, hoe. So eventually, which I'm not going to expect her to respond to, is I can just go like that. You won't see it. She'll know because she'll feel how my hands moved.